22% of you guys back in the black and white. We like the idea. Game 1, the Verizon Ultra Cup starting now.
What an honor to be here casting the Superior region for their first broadcasted series of the split, and to be here with you, Chiefs. This one is going to be fantastic. I think that NRG, in a weird way, they needed what happened in LA. They needed to be knocked back down so they could rise to what they can become again.
Definitely a little bit of a wake-up call, not even making the final day. Certainly had to sting for a team as well-renowned and hyped up as NRG are, and there's a lot of good to look forward for Ghost here as well. Really struggled a lot last split. 2 last-place finishes, didn't even bother playing the third one. Had to get rid of Roll Diz. He decided to move more onto the talent side, and like you said, they picked up Hoxer from Xset. Xset never really able to get up to that level that I really wanted them to be at. They were also struggling to perform and make deep runs in the regional, so a roster change imminent for them as well. So the cards aligned. They pick up a really solid on-ball player in Hoxer. Only problem being Lion Blaze, also very similar in that regard, both very capable on-ball players, but got a lot of good support and Shock, and see if that dynamic and with how much control Hoxer and Lion Blaze can bring can let Shock come forward and be a really strong put-away player and see how well they look on offense against a stingy NRG defense.
And their Shock already is getting involved. Once upon a time, the North American MVP, lest we forget, in his first season in the RLCS, he is more than capable of taking it to their best as Squishy from the backboard has to do some theatrics in the air to get that one away. A double flip reset he goes for, but Hoxer meets him in the air, in the sky. Shock over the top of the crossbar, and it's an interesting touch by Justin, just getting that one towards Lion Blaze. But so far, surprisingly, Ghost having a lot more of this play and looking like they're outpacing NRG.
Yeah, very standard here. NRG a couple of times last region as well. Kind of struggling to work their way out of some defensive spots and kind of getting away with it in terms of their opponents not really being able to convert or execute some of those half chances, because it's not like NRG is playing, airtight defense. They're kind of just saying, bring us the ball. And they're saying, if you can beat us, and no one's really been able to do it. And Ghost giving it a pretty good try right now, but finally NRG break out.
Yeah, they've got it now. Justin has an early shot. It's bouncing over the top of Hoxer. You asked about the Ghost balance, and in defense there, they didn't have too much.
That makes you sad to see it. Hoxer actually in a pretty great spot to handle this. Just mistimed it. The bounce indeed gonna throw him off the pace. Goes right over him. Tough break. And NRG kind of just camp out on defense, get one transition, 1 or 2 touches, and haha, we're up 1.
We'll put that one down as a brilliant Justin finish. He knew what Hoxer was attempting, so he just slowed the ball down on purpose. That's the way I like to see life, and I'm sure that's how Justin will be seeing it as well. But Ghost are coming back quickly. Lion Blaze with a second shot, and it's an opening goal for Ghost.
Really like the aggression there from Lion Blaze. Hoxer getting aggressive in the corner as well. Shock not trying to give any space to Squishy, and Lion Blaze as well, recognizing if you want to beat NRG, you got to be willing to get up and get aggressive, take a few risks as that third man, and Lion Blaze able to beat the last guy to the net.
Any chances of Ghost Gaming not collapsing, but just showing too much respect for NRG after conceding that first goal seem to have been grossly exaggerated as they come straight back straight away, and again trying to take the lead here. Garrett G shepherds that near post and then puts this one to the side, rolls it into the center where Justin's waiting to meet it. Shock is over the top of Lion Blaze. Garrett G here in the corner. They're normally so effective in the corner, are NRG. Can they make anything from this one? There's a bit of a miss there from Squishy. Just into the sky is met by Hoxer. And one thing that I would say about Ghost Gaming is they are challenging NRG so quickly, time and time again. NRG, they're going for these solo plays, wanting to have the ball all for themselves, but Ghost Gaming aren't letting them. You can see there, Hoxer, he missed the ball. He wasn't first to it, but he was backed up so well by his teammates. But this is where NRG can show some more power themselves, and they have a little bit of time in their opponent's half, trying to get that first touch going and find the ball, really get control of it, scoop their cars underneath it and flick it somewhere dangerous. Here's Justin trying to beat his opponent again, but it's met in the sky again by Ghost Gaming. Shot towards Lion Blaze there. There's a nice pass, but Garrett G rising up fast again. So it's still Ghost Gaming desperate to make a statement in this series. It's a really good opening game for them. This is full pressure, double elimination. Only 2 lives in the entire thing. You lose once to NRG achieves, and you're basically already on tournament point.
Yeah, definitely not one you'd like to be in. But currently, I actually really like what Ghost is doing. Lion Blaze really going to put Squishy in the blender, and what a shot. Great execution on the transition. This is what we love to see, the control from Hoxer, able to chase that one all the way past the midfield line, and Squishy knowing he was in the one-on-one, and Lion Blaze, so solid. Excellent redirect into the top left corner away from the defense, and Ghost, late lead in game one. What do you got in the tank, NRG?
They've got plenty. They have got plenty, but they've only got a minute to show what they can do. Justin's on the ball here. Lionblaze beats him again. Ghost Gaming, so much pace. Really making NRG struggle. NRG with a wayward touch. You know, time is beginning to run out. You want to see him make a bit more use of the ball when he has it. That's more like it onto the backboard there. But it's won again. The speed that they are all showing Ghost Gaming as Hoxer goes around that one is going to beat the NRG defender to it. Shock just sends it forward. This is okay from Ghost Gaming. They're making things awkward for NRG, as you say. And NRG need to play their way out again. Yeah,
the big thing for NRG really going to be keeping themselves close to the ball, making sure that they're the ones in control the final 30 seconds here, because, you know, you look at all that pace that Ghost Gaming are putting on. It's all about how they approach those challenges. Can they stay next to it and keep trying to make plays?
Lionblaze is going to catch this one 13 seconds away. What a start this could be for Ghost Gaming as Shock sends it forward yet again. NRG not able to do anything with the ball. They haven't really been able to all game. This one's surely going the way of Ghost, unless he's Squishy. He has got boost. He's got 2 passes to look for. Garrett G is one of them. He's following it up. Could he break Ghost Gaming hearts? Not with that touch there. And it's Ghost that take game 1.
Hoxer recovering from the awkward first goal that he allowed on net with a solid slam into the floor to close out game 1. Excellent look here for Ghost. Really love what I saw here. I love the aggression. I love their ability to really put NRG through their paces on defense. And you gotta love the start. They said they improved massively. I'm gonna say that that's a pretty solid game 1 win. I like it.
F-top, mate. I mean, other games have been going on at the same time as this. Any big results in the opening games?
Well, we're still early on. We're absolutely still early on, and I'll be honest. A lot of the results that you might have expected, we're kind of seeing. You know, G2 over Friends. We've got version 1 doing pretty well against all mid. But I want to bring attention to Envy Complexity. So Envy just has benched Turbo. That's a big deal. Illusion's been alongside for the ride for a while. It was neck and neck. Game 1's over. Went to overtime. Went to Complexity. This Envy team is not struggling. They look good. However, this is Complexity's moment, I think. And I think a lot of people, Envy fans here, have their eyes glued. Across the league, like I said, it's early. A couple of predictable things going on. But I wanted to bring the Complexity Envy situation up because the 4-time world champ is sitting on the bench watching Illusion. So we'll jump back in here into game number 2. But Ghost taking the dub. I'm just saying.
Yep, you believe.
You're looking good at
that. You are looking very good, and Ghost Gaming are looking great as well. I mean, Achieves, your biggest question was how can Lionblaze and Hoxer work together? They're 2 players that love the ball. They love dribbling, keeping control of it, you know, so a very 1v1 play style. But they were making some passes together. There were some redirects. They are looking solid between themselves as well.
Yeah, and that's really the biggest question whenever you get really 2 excellent controllers of the ball is how do they kind of divide that process between them. And game 1 was an excellent showcase of what they're capable of, and you can already see here in game 2 NRG trying to increase pace of play as well, because they realize they're really getting put through the ringer, and they needed to be the ones first to do a lot of these touches a lot more if they want to try and find some success against how Ghost is playing. And Justin going to do just that, take away a shot from Lionblaze.
Keeps the momentum going as well, does Justin, so we can get that next touch as well, trying to put it over the top of Ghost Gaming. They are continue to meet this ball right in the center, never letting it even dare go to their half. When they have the opportunity to pass, they are taking it, looking for each other every single time. Lionblaze just smushes it against the backboard there. It's followed up by Hoxer. More good play by Ghost Gaming. This is where NRG need Justin to really take control of this thing and wrestle it back into the blue half.
Yeah, really nice reads there from NRG on defense. Definitely aware that they had a little pace, but now's where you really got to make the money. You got to take the ball back, and unfortunately, Shock has worked his way through. Justin is also tied up. Garrett G one-on-one, and just enough. The shot not hard enough to get through.
Well, there's more, though. More challenges, more shots. Another one comes in. Squishy saves it. Only as far as Shock. Look how much time he's got. About 10 feet away from the NRG goal line, and he's still able to take a touch and go for an air dribble. A nice pass from Lionblaze, but nobody was there anymore as Shock rotates back. NRG keep it at 0-0, but just about achieves.
Need those punts from NRG. Oh, okay. Now that's just smart. Look at Justin realizes this touch off the ceiling is actually really good. Gonna be disappointed with it at first, of course, but then he sees Hoxer's just stuck on the back wall, and he's like, oh, he can't actually come and challenge me, so I'm just gonna poke this right under him. Great play. Nice adjustment.
A similar story to game one, where it's Ghost Gaming looking all the better, but NRG having that little bit of quality to give themselves the lead. Last time they couldn't do anything with it, but this time they've got Garrett G dancing in the sky. Justin shoots it wide, and maybe we are just starting to see NRG warm up and reveal their true selves. It's all them at the moment. Squishy rotating with 0 boost, still winning it cleanly. And Garrett G flying in now, and now we have a complete opposite story. It is Ghost Gaming that are camped back, but as I say that, Lion Blaze but attempt for a double, and Garrett G saves it off the backboard.
Love that idea from Lion Blaze. Aggressive, really trying to put the pressure on NRG again, and NRG have to be careful as well because they're also starting to increase their aggression in terms of their follow-up on those passes off the backboard, and if they end up being a little late to those, they're going to find themselves in these one-on-one transitions, and they're going to be playing defense from not the most stable spot on the pitch, and they've done well so far to keep the lead, but you gotta worry that if they don't start hitting some more of those follow-ups or at least buying a little extra time with them, they may be in a situation they can't get out of.
NRG seems content to just boom the ball over the top of the Ghost Gaming goal line. Just try and keep that pressure on them at all times. Put it on the backboard, make them think, make them work, make them waste some boost. And it certainly seems effective so far in this second game since they got that goal. They have looked better. Justin, can he get himself a second one? He dribbles past a couple of them. Squishy follows up, and it's 2-0.
All just a matter of execution after they see this cut from Justin. They know, okay, definitely going to have an opportunity here, and Squishy just needed to make sure he had the solid follow-through on the backboard bounce. Really nice aggression there to make sure to seal a little insurance goal. Minute and 50 left. Ghost now kind of struggling to break out of their own half. NRG definitely delaying some of those pushes just a little bit. It's making it real tough for them to score. Hawks are with a chance. They catch Garrett G out. They're going to cut the lead in half, get it right back, and a lot of time here now with only one to find.
Just when I was wondering if NRG was starting to get the read on Ghost Gaming, it's Hoxer who waits for that touch from Justin. It was a wayward one, and Hoxer was able to do the best with it. I mean, he's such a smart player, is Hoxer. That's how he made a name for himself, his intelligence, as well as his dribbling and speed. He is always on hand to make the most of those rare missed touches, even from a team like NRG. Ghost Gaming right back in it, and again, they're slowing it down. Shock, look at him go. He tries to get it over the top of Squishy. Just about met, but another great touch from Hoxer. Ghost Gaming looking confident again with another 80 seconds to go.
Really just making NRG think super hard about these little stutter steps and cuts towards the ball, and NRG just thankful that one got anywhere near the midfield line so they can reset themselves.
Justin is going to boom this one long, but Squishy does not have the boost to go for it. Hoxer with a nice touch, but he's taken out by Squishy, and then Justin fakes out Shock. Lion Blaze had to scamper back to try and cover his teammates there. And they're all looking a little bit boost-starved now, Ghost Gaming. Maybe they're trying to be too quick. No, not at all. There was a miss from NRG, and it's 2-all.
They didn't expect this bounce out of the corner. I mean, Shock just driving onto the other side, and I think everyone thought that ball was either going to roll up the wall or kind of come back a little flatter, and instead it just bounced right back towards the middle of the pitch, and no one in NRG ready for it. Hoxer, you got to give him credit. Beautiful shot towards the top part of the net to take it away from the defense.
I don't think he thought that one was going in, but Lion Blaze, he's going to make it 3, and NRG collapsed just as they were starting to make it comfortable.
Not a bad kickoff, but it just, again, the perfect bounce off the wall right to Lion Blaze. Justin on the left side of the pitch, expecting that one to maybe pinch forward onto the orange half. He was headed upfield to try and get his own put-away goal, and unfortunately paid the price for it.
This is not a format where you want to have to force a reverse sweep. Only 2 lives. If you lose them both, you are out of here. If NRG lose this game, they're on the cusp of being dangerously close to elimination, and Ghost are coming forward again. There's a fake. Squishy can't read what GG are doing at all. Garrett G wants to take control of this one himself. He goes for the flip reset via a pre-flip. He gets it, but it's saved at the near post by Lion Blaze. 16 seconds left. Squishy over the top. He's bumped in the air. Justin against Hoxer. Hoxer's so brave in the air, always going for those air 50-50s. Garrett G is coming in now, wants to take control. There's a touch from Lion Blaze. Shock doinks it over the top.
Nice
and
pump.
Ghost Gaming have got it all the way in NRG territory. NRG, can they do anything?
Kinda.
Oh, almost. God, what a turnaround from Ghost Gaming.
Gosh. I mean, that's... I thought if my heart hurts. But you have to be elated. You have to be giggling, seeing that bounce back into the middle and then just rip it into the top post. You're like, told you.
I mean, I'm giggling no matter what, to be honest with you. That's just my reaction. But taking a look at the Mobile One high performance replay here, this really was NRG up and down until it wasn't. And I think that's kind of the scary part is at the last minute, Ghost got, I think, all 3 of those goals, boys.
Yeah,
that
just imploded.
That's kind of just a little scary looking at what they got in the tank here. But you want to talk about scary? I want to bring up Complexity again. They just beat Envy. Last time it was 3-2 overtime. This time it was 5-0 in regulation, bro. So, lo siento, mi amigo, pero Complexity is killing it. And you got to watch out for them. Version 1 sweeping all mid, 1-0. Shouts to Shogun. They're doing pretty good. We'll see how that one winds up. Of course, AM can come through in the clutch. But I want to give a shout out to Friends. Our buddy over twitch.tv/TooFast. He's got the main broadcast there for Friends. They're up against G2. This is David versus Goliath, and Friends just tied it. They're 1-1.
Hey!
So everyone's got a chance here. Ghost Gaming 2-0 above the general NRG. Let's see where it goes.
Ghost Gaming have shown so much fight and desire in this series. At the start, coming out 100 million miles per hour and against NRG. And when NRG improved, so too have Ghost Gaming improved, achieved. This is a better performance than we ever expected from them.
Yeah, I actually really liked the opening of Game 2 a lot from NRG. They definitely knew that they needed to start getting more aggressive, beating them to more touches, and that's a crazy bounce. Garrett G in the perfect spot. A post just taking it away from the Ghost defense, Cole.
Yeah, squishy there, look at that. He's practiced that shot 100 million times, and then there's Garrett G putting it away to make it 1-0 to NRG, and they have the lead for the 3rd game in a row.
And that's, at this point, I don't know if I really care if they're in the lead for the 3rd time in a row.
Yeah,
it's just
true.
not really gone their way, to be honest. Like, I have to give credit. I do like Ghost's approach on offense. It's really good, but at the same time, you look at the way some of those went in, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, can you always count on the perfect kick back into the middle or a kickoff fluke? I'm not too sure. And NRG definitely trying their best here. Like you said, not the format you want to have to reverse sweep, but are they capable of it? Absolutely.
I just want to say very quickly, Efta, I can see you there, desperate to get our attention. What have you got for us?
Real quick, I laid out the perfect sweep for version 1, and as soon as we went to game, all mid scored. So we'll see how it works out, but it is not as clean as we might have once thought. Back to you.
No perfect sweeps are ever easy, unless you're FaZe versus BDS. And once again, we see a failed attempt at one, but that game continues to rumble on, and you can watch it over on their team stream. So we are going to stay right here with Ghost Gaming 2-0 up against NRG and maybe equalizing in game 3. Hoxer, can he get to this one in time? Yes, he can. And it is 1-1, and once again, we have parity.
Lion Blaze just sat on that one. Wasn't even focused about trying to score it. His only intention as he went for that challenge, just keep it here. Don't let him clear it. And he did just that. Hoxer, so much time to turn all the way back around. NRG getting absolutely stuffed on that clear attempt.
Another kickoff win there for Ghost Gaming, but Hoxer just gets in Lion Blaze's way. It's the first time we've seen that from this brand new roster of them treading on each other's toes. Just trying to get a little bit rushy, perhaps, Ghost Gaming. This is where winner's tilt comes into play, where you start to think, we actually have a chance at doing this. And suddenly everything that's been working, that calmness that you've had in your game up to this point, can just start to be lost. So Ghost Gaming have to be careful, but that's not the case with them. The Squishy takes a touch to the side, but Hoxer gets there next, takes to the sky, gets one touch in the air, maybe another one, but only as far as Garrett G. Shock now beating another NRG player, and Lion Blaze has a chance to go solo. He loves to do this. He gets it past one and past another. Brilliance from Lion Blaze.
You can see Squishy as he rotates into net here as well. Lion Blaze really capitalizing on how Garrett G rotating into the net there. I mean, Squishy's thinking, okay, I'm going to go challenge him, but then he has to hit the brakes because he sees Garrett G cut into it first, and all of a sudden Squishy's just not in a good spot to even have a chance to go anywhere near it. And Lion Blaze, really great recognition of what the defense is giving him. Perfect shot.
NRG just cannot keep a lead, but maybe they can bring back Ghost Gaming's not there. More good defending from Ghost. They have just squeezed out so many of NRG's attacks. NRG just needs to keep as much boost as possible. You feel like a solo play, especially from this man here, Justin. It broke down Ghost Gaming in the last game. Maybe it can do the same in this one, but Shock, oh my goodness, that was so risky from Squishy.
Yeah, I mean, Shock was kind of thinking, is he really just going to dribble that across his net and pick that up slowly? And Squishy was like, yes, I am.
I am Squishy, and I want to. Garrett passes that one towards Justin. It's a little bit behind him, but Justin can still make something of it. He gets a pass back as Garrett almost over the top of Shock. Squishy's coming in now. NRG starting to turn that screw yet again, but Ghost have survived similar onslaughts to this before. You can see how far NRG are rotating now, though. They're waiting for this ball to come all the way back before going forwards, and Hox is just playing with them.
Thank you very much. He will collect that. An uncontested catch in the midfield, and yeah, let's just turn it into a ground pinch real quick. Squishy, honestly, not a bad challenge. Just unlucky that it went straight under his car. Actually had a blue trail on the way in the net, and Justin couldn't handle the speed. I actually thought NRG played it right. It just didn't play out the way they wanted it to.
It just doesn't seem to be a tool in this series so far. Yet again, it seems that all the luck is going against NRG. At least that's what they'll say. And that starts to keep happening. You have to look at yourself, a bit of introspection. Squishy around the corner. Hox is already there yet again. His aerial challenges have been insanely good, Hox's.
Yeah. I mean, in general, everybody, I think, from Ghost Gaming, actually kind of surprised to see Shock being a little bit more in the forefront. It seems to be Lion Blaze who's kind of been heading back and being that midfield defense or third man whenever they need it, as right there he's going to take a big bite out of Squishy, and actually that forces the ball to go high. Garrett G looking for a bounce, and that one actually gets clipped by Hoxer, throws off the approach of NRG, and 2 goals left with a minute down. NRG just cannot seem to worm their way through that Ghost defense.
This could be another chance. Garrett tries to beat Lion Blaze, but again, the defending from Ghost is so good. Squishy's diving at nothing. Garrett G, all he can do is rotate out. Shock might be able to be in here to kill it, but it has gone out wide to Hoxer. 20 boost on the backboard. Wants to get one more touch. 35 seconds left. NRG desperate just to get something. Give themselves an opportunity to save this series, to avoid them going on to their last life in the tournament at the hands of a team that didn't even qualify for the 3rd regional in winter. Here's Hoxer to the corner. Justin, can he get out of there? It's going nowhere. Ghost Gaming are just constantly there. They can't be broken through. Maybe this is the chance Justin wants to find Squishy, but the pass isn't there. It's not happening, Achieves.
Just, they don't have the communication, and in a double elim format, NRG, a team that kind of has a bit of a reputation for slow starts. Well, you certainly can't afford one here. They're going to get one back and make it look a little bit closer than it was. But I don't know. They may be a little too used to the group's cushion. They may find themselves making an early exit here in Regional 1 if they don't get it together quickly. That's a tough loss. Is it a fluke, or did, NRG just not play the way you think they should? Again, you have to be your own judge, and I think it's a little bit of both here. I think Ghost came out definitely, like you said, 100 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And did not slow down at all. And NRG, try as they might, just weren't up to it. Whether it be the challenge game not going their way or not really being able to execute on that classic beat the man offense for whatever reason, outclassed here.
I got to agree there. I take a look at here, and I think it's the candle burning at both ends. Any of these variables kind of by itself, Ghost Gaming with a new roster, that alone, I don't think is enough to do it. NRG coming off of a poor performance at the major, I don't